Welcome to Game Does Play Games,
where we play games and talk game design. Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to give up just because you're being a bully.
Well, now I have to take it to the next step.
Oh, no.
Yup.
We're back playing more Enter the Gungeon.
Do it.
Whoa, that slime is...
Kapah!
Freak. Oh, no. He blocked my roll. I didn't know they could do that, but really it does make sense. I don't know. I thought I could roll through him.
I mean, to be fair, Enter the Gungeon.
Whoa, is that like a slime gun, or was he vomiting?
He was vomiting.
That's beautiful.
Earlier, you were talking about how the bosses are interesting, but the enemies, like, we don't really have to talk about them too much, because they're just kind of your box standard enemy. They're not super interesting, and I was just thinking about this area, and I was like, you're wrong.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I had only really ever gotten to, like, floor 2. Maybe I got a little bit farther when I was playing with you outside of GDPG, but I couldn't think of any of them that were, incredibly interesting. Like, I guess they do warrant a little bit of discussion because they've got some diversity, right? Like, they're doing a lot of interesting things with bullets, which I don't mean, like, aesthetically, I mean, like, because they're all bullets. Oh! Well, I picked up health.
Did it get you?
Well, he did, but I also picked up a half bullet.
Okay. I was like, because I did. Get out of here. Let's just leave.
We need to get out. Okay.
Let's see.
Well, we never found that key.
It might be when we get beat the boss.
Yeah, that's my guess. Because it probably wants us to go back after we beat the boss.
I think this area specifically. All right, so how are you doing? You don't have a special gun anymore, right?
Correct.
So, all right, whatever.
Well, that's that. I'll just focus on the dodging, I guess.
Yes. He's really big, so it's not going to be hard to miss him. So this boss is consistent in this area.
Oh.
Yup.
Not what I expected.
Rabu
Lord. I like this guy. He's pretty cute. Yeah, that's interesting, though, because all the other bosses are randomly selected, right? Dodging, I'm dodging, I'm dodging. Although it does suck because he makes his he's making this little ooze. So I assume if we touch that ooze, we're gonna get hurt, right?
Actually, I don't think so.
Oh, really? It's just an aesthetic thing. I guess it does make sense for the slime. Most of the other liquids don't really hurt us.
The green ones do, but...
Yeah, because it's acid.
Poison or acid or whatever.
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, buddy.
Yeah, on the way back. I have a gun right here. I believe in you, but not really. Where am I? There I am. Boom.
Thanks, I guess. Got it. I assume you have as many of those blanks as you did when you died.
No, I get the ones you dodge.
I actually did. I dodged
into it.
A second too late. Well, there goes that. We don't get to see all the cool stuff.
That's okay. You know what? Let's return to Breach and take a look around, I guess. Since this is going to be the last episode, probably a good thing that we died.
We can explore some of these other characters for the little bit of extra time that we have anyway. Yeah.
I'm controlling her too. Whee!
It'd be funny if she was just gone. You're like, well,
like
you wasted that character.
Like forever.
Oh man. I'm sure there are some games that would do stuff like that.
It would be pretty awesome.
It'd be awesome, but mean.
That's what I said.
Co-op mode.
All right.
So one thing that we didn't see is that this is the tutorial dungeon. Can we even go in there? Well, since you're here, let me help you out. Before you go in, you'll probably want to talk to Manny. He's just through the door here. He'll give you a tour. So off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed temple? Ha 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 ha. But we can't go in there anymore. Oh, that's a good
little
way of doing
tutorial
it.
area. Yeah, but this area, notice how there's a tent now.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
It's too bad we can't go in it and be like, check out all this cool shit we got.
Yeah, and then there's like these boxes, and we're going
These little beds here, little bunk beds, little bunky
I
bunks.
wonder what's on here. Oh, nothing.
What's
So over here, you can unlock some characters, and they'll kind of sit on the ledge. This area opens up, and this is important because what happens is that guy that we were talking about that I wish we would have found, but I think maybe we have to find some more characters first. Anyway, you find this guy, and he's like, "Hey, cool, you can maybe I can get you to start on the second level instead of the first level." And that's where that jumping down the bullet chute
I see.
leads to him, and he can like fix the area. And you can start on a second level. So that's kind of how they do it. Like, it makes it easier, kind of, to beat the game because eventually you can start on like the third and fourth level. That being said, you won't get any of those items though that you would have picked up.
Right. So it inherently makes your experience a little bit more difficult.
Yep.
That's an interesting compromise, though. I guess you do have the benefit of having more health, though. And like, I died in that last run, and you revived me, and I didn't have any of my equipment. And you know, even though I still sucked, I still did better than I could have, right? So I think not having, you know, the best equipment isn't exactly the end all be all.
It really isn't. I mean, you can beat the gun with just your pistol. It's
just
entirely
hard.
possible.
But if you memorize their behaviors and their patterns, I think it probably becomes pretty easy.
Yeah. The only complaint I have about the bosses is that they have a lot of life.
That's fair.
Where's that? Ah. Oh, come on. I can't. Because there. Man.
What are you trying to do?
I wanted to drop that on him.
Oh. Bang.
Bang, bang.
I love her reload.
I think I like her gun the most. The basic gun.
It is pretty powerful.
Oh, can I? I've never actually rolled an explosive barrel before.
Oh. That's pretty cool. Why is there like a
Boom.
painting of a... I mean, I
There's
guess...
just paintings and stuff. Yeah, sometimes looking like, no, this painting's special. It's not.
Except for one. I bet you there is one.
There's got to be just one that they're just...
I mean, if you can unlock things from pushing a table down a pit, I feel like you really could hide anything
specific,
anywhere.
Like burn the portrait. Something weird like that.
Yeah. Do you think that that's a good thing to have in your games? Like a lot of those really obscure, you know,
as long as it's not something that's harmful, which Nuclear Throne actually had a few of those things to where they had these obscure secrets, and it would actually, like, in order to complete them, you'd have to hurt yourself. And but Nuclear Throne didn't care at all. Like, it was like, I don't care if you die. Like, that was the point of it, though.
It was designed to be a mean game, but that's, in a way, kind of what made it great.
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon, not really, I wouldn't call it mean. Oh, I got hit? I don't remember getting hit.
Sucker.
I'm too good to get hit. Oh, sucker? Oh, I can't use my cookie for dang. Be like, yeah, I'll just waste my cookie here then. Screw you.
Oh, so she doesn't actually have any equipment.
No, but she has the
crossbow.
Yeah, man. Use that.
Oh, that's right. Bang. Bang. That's actually really cool. I like her.
The crossbow can kill them in one hit. I mean, you might as well use that with your crossbow, because bang, got ammo. But yeah, it's she's a pretty cool character, actually. So there's certain things, like with the that guy that is able to unlock floors for you. He requires things. Like he'll be like, oh, you know, if you can bring me 3 blanks, then that would be really great. I can fix things up. Oh, well, 3 blanks wasn't enough. Now I'm gonna need 120 money and 2 keys. And you're like, God damn it. Well, her and the pilot make doing those quests that much easier because they have, you know, the ability to open chests, and she has a increased item drop. So you suddenly want to start playing those characters because you need to accomplish that.
You know, in a way, then, I wonder if that could be why they don't let the cooperative player choose another one of the legit characters, because they don't want it to be too easy to unlock those things.
I can believe it. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. So one thing though I wish that they would include is like an update for like a 4-player co-op version.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, I think make things bigger, I guess.
I do think that would be one of those things, though, where it would make the game harder, just because there's so much going on the screen. I mean, you see that with, like...
Yeah, it would be a different game at that point. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it would be harder, but it should be harder.
That was a clever bullet. I did not expect that. I mean, that's even kind of like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, right? They recently released an update where...
By the way, if we didn't open that in time, the wick would go out, and then it would...
Oh, I didn't even know there was a wick.
Yep.
Good catch.
What did I get?
But yeah, games like
Lovers Tears with Momentum. Thank you, Binding of Isaac. Our test gun is made of eyeballs bound together in a gun-like shape. Tears are a surprisingly effective projectile for exploring the dungeon. Oh my god.
I love their shout-outs.
Oh, it is Binding of Isaac.
That's fantastic.
That is so cool. Can I charge it and shoot? Nope.
This is one of those things, too, where it's like, yeah, indies showing love for other indies. This is super cool.
You know, if we found the fire pit right now, I wouldn't even need to go through the... Yeah, I'd just be able to shoot it out.
Truth. Ooh.
Alright, so this guy's cool. Go ahead.
A shrine to a forgotten bullet who had laid down his arms. Will you? Sure.
Add peace, live to... Oh, it restores you to health? Full health?
Oh,
Did you have a gun to give up? Oh, you had
crossbow. The crossbow.
Yeah, whatever. Crossbow's whatever. It's actually kind of annoying. Here.
Yeah, I guess her revolver is kind of powerful on its own.
That shrine would actually be really good to find, later dungeons, because at that point you are hurt and you have a lot of useless guns. You start accruing a lot of guns that you're like, whatever, this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
We have enough time to fight this guy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna shoot him with tears. Oh, the Bullet King.
Bullet King.
So the boss of the second secret area is the Undead Bullet King. Right. And he just does this stuff, but more.
I like how goofy the little cultist guy that you're playing is. Every time I see, like, the bigger version of him, he's, like, some weird posture or, like, some goofy face.
Can I put that fire out? No.
Oh, that would have been really cool. Although maybe that would have made water-based guns too useful, as weird as that might seem.
I guess. Don't forget you've got blanks, son.
Yeah, I know. That's I think the thing that I have the hardest time with in this game.
Learning to use your resources is
essential.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's tough because there's so much to remember in this game that I think it becomes really easy to forget.
Yeah, and the thing about it too is it's like it goes against what I normally do, how I normally act in games, because I don't like using my resources most of the time.
Right, you conserve them until you need them most.
Yeah, but in this game, you get 2 at the beginning of every floor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's nice, actually. That really helps encourage players to use it and not just, like, do exactly that.
Yeah. No! Okay, did we kill the one guy? Hopefully we didn't kill the one guy.
I saw a little guy run down. We might have killed him.
That's yours now.
Yes.
Oh, no.
We
did kill him. So if he's like the magistrate or whatever, if you don't kill him, then he just sits there crying. And if you run into him, you'll kill him, like you'll blow him up. Or you can just leave him there crying. And that's my favorite way to leave him. It's very satisfying.
Oh, boy.
So
that's all we've got.
Your gun yet? That's actually a really good weapon. Any of the the hegemony laser rifles or whatever they are, pretty sweet. Just powerful, good, solid weapons.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
that's all we got.
Cool.
Well, I don't know. Final thoughts on Enter the Gungeon? I think it has a ton of replayability.
Yeah, we were talking earlier how the game is just a long-term game. It doesn't think short-term. You know, unlocking things for later plays.
One thing, actually, I forgot to mention during the episode is Enter the Gungeon is an incredibly simple game, like, on the player side. Like, you look at it, you know how to play it, it really all just makes sense. And compared to the last game we played on the show, which was Vagrant Story, it's like that game was complicated, just from the player perspective all the way through into the design. In Enter the Gungeon, it's simple for the player, but design-wise, it's incredibly complex because they have to know how they're going to randomly select things, they have to know, like, how each of these guns are going to be balanced, they have to know how many enemies and all that other shit. And it's just like, when you pair all that with random generation, it becomes an incredibly complicated...
Yeah, a little bit of a nightmare.
I think that's interesting. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot to say about that other than...
The game is... It seems like it would be impossible to balance and polish, and yet it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's because at some point they were like, man, is this game too hard? And one of the designers was probably like, do you remember the laser rifle that shoots with you not even needing to pull the trigger and also explodes when you reload? I don't know, I'm just making things up, but like...
I mean, a lot of it's going to be found during playtesting too. I think that's why playtesting and having focus test groups is probably one of the most important things for designers to do. Because you're not going to know what the user end experience is going to be like because you get too close to your games. I mean, we've encountered that with all the games that you and I have worked on, where we think that it's a great time, and then, you know, we release our Game Jam game out to the public,
at all.
and people are like, "This was so hard. How does anyone beat this?" It's like it's like grievance.
Himself is like, I forgot that Meat Boy was hard.
Yeah, like fuck you.
Yes, it was. Oh man.
So I guess question of the day is, what are your guys' general thoughts on Enter the Gungeon? And I don't know, what would you do differently if you had the chance to design some of this stuff?
Yeah, like that's happened. I'm just really excited. Anyway,
thank you for watching, everyone.
Vote for the next thing that we're gonna do,
whether it's more Enter the Gungeon or one of these other two games.
Yeah, and then like us and subscribe because you like us. It's redundant. I don't know.
And if you liked this series though of Enter the Gungeon, feel free to share it around. Every view, every person counts. No, I mean that though. Like really,
you matter.
You guys matter to us. Well, that's why we run the show.
You matter almost as much as I do.
Wow. Well,
what? Almost? Goodbye.
Thanks for watching, everyone.